So sometimes it takes a few times to go through. But on that note, it's another warning about immoral women. And, it's one thing I will say. If the Bible talks about it more than a couple times, it's because we need to hear it more than a couple times. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to start reading. I'm going to stop. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Christian Biker. I'm Buster Brown, your host. I'm one of the founders of Biker Church in New Jersey, and I'm also a full patch member of Rugged Cross MC. It is a miserable day. I mean, it's been raining all day. You're probably gonna hear raindrops and wind blowing in the background, but we gotta do what we gotta do. I'm excited because Biker Church is this weekend. By the time that you watch this video, we would have already had Biker Church. But there will be another one next month. So if you want, look it up at Biker Church NJ on Facebook. Check us out. I'm also gonna try and leave a link down below. See what happens. See if I can. If not, hit me up at Averagechristianbiker@gmail.com and I'll email you all the dates for Biker Church. I'd love to see and meet any of you. We just have a great time there. It's really a great community of bikers that show up, and some non-bikers. It's not really meant for, it is meant for bikers, absolutely. But it's not just for bikers. It's really meant for people that want to go to church that don't really like church. But anyway, this is Proverbs Daily. It's meant to be, it's meant that you read one proverb every day of the month. So March 1st, you read Proverbs 1. Then March 2nd, you would read Proverbs 2. But the way that I've been doing it, because I've been doing videos now, is I've been reading one for the entire week over and over again, and it kind of drills into your head. And some of us, me, we're a little thick-skulled, so sometimes it takes a few times to go through. But on that note, it's another warning about immoral women. And it's one thing I will say. If the Bible talks about it more than a couple times, it's because we need to hear it more than a couple times. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna stop rambling, and we'll talk after. Warning about immoral women. Follow my advice, my son. Always treasure my commands. Obey my commands and live. Guard my instructions as you guard your own eyes. Tie them on your fingers as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Love wisdom like a sister. Make insight a beloved member of your family. Let them protect you from an affair with an immoral woman, from listening to flattery of a promiscuous woman. While I was at the window of my house looking through the curtain, I saw some naive young men, and one in particular, who lacked common sense. He was crossing the street near the house of an immoral woman. Strolling down the path by her house, it was at twilight in the evening, as deep darkness fell. The woman approached him seductively, dressed and sly of heart. She was the brash, rebellious type, never content to stay home. She is often in the streets and markets, soliciting at every corner. She threw her arms around him and kissed him, and with a brazen look, she said, "I've made my peace offerings and fulfilled my vows. You're the one I was looking for. I came out to find you, and here you are. My bed is spread with beautiful blankets and colored sheets of Egyptian linen. I perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink our fill of love until morning. Let's enjoy each other's caresses, for my husband is not home. He's away on a long trip. He has taken a wallet full of money with him and won't return until later this month." So she seduced him with her pretty speech and enticed him with her flattery. He followed her at once like an ox going to the slaughter. He was like a stag caught in a trap, waiting the arrow that would pierce its heart. He was like a bird flying into a snare, little knowing it would cost him his life. So listen to me, my sons, and pay attention to my words. Don't let your heart stray away toward her. Don't wander down her wayward path, for she has been the ruin of many. Many men have been her victims. Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is the den of death. And that was Proverbs 7. A sister, make insight a beloved member of your family. Yes, wisdom above knowledge. Wisdom makes you wise enough to find out what you need to know. Know meaning knowledge. So I think wisdom is far above knowledge. You can know a lot of things and not be wise enough to use it. I've just made my peace offerings and fulfilled my vows. You're the one I was looking for. I came out to find you, and here you are. That's all lies. That's the devil himself. God is not going to give you another man's wife. Also, God is not going to give you another woman's husband. Okay? Just remember that. If somebody's trying to tell you, you were sent to me by God, if they're married, nope. Okay? That's, it's scary to think how many men are with other men's wives. I have, I know so many of these circumstances. Now, can God take it and use it? Yes. God can take that situation and make it right. You can take that situation, get married to that woman, they get divorced, and make it correct. But did God give that to you? Nope. God didn't want that. That's not what God wanted. Because it's in here. Because it's against what God wants. Can he make it right? Yeah, God can make anything right. He can make all things good. Next. He followed her at once like an ox going to the slaughter. He was like a stag caught in a trap. Man, have I not seen that. Time and time again. We see men follow women, follow their lustly, worldly goods, and run themselves like an ox going to the slaughter. I was saying this earlier. Following one immoral woman can lead you away from God's gift that he wants you to have. Like I said, God's not going to give you another man's wife. But you follow that other man's wife, and you missed out on where you're supposed to be. The better way. Okay? Having a wife having a good godly wife is such a blessing. It's the best blessing you could possibly have. I tell you what, if I didn't have my wife, if my wife didn't support me on all this stuff, it would make all of this so much harder. Doing my ministries, doing my job as a husband, working as a truck driver, all of it. Being a father would be so much more difficult. But because I have a good, godly wife that believes in me, that supports me in the things that I do, that trusts in God, that trusts in God to guide me, it makes things so much better. So, before I give my wife a much bigger head than what she already has, I'm going to end this. I love you guys. I hope to see you next time. Take care. God bless.